exiting the womb after being conceived, I was believed to be a bundle of joy baby boy. My name should have been Jovan. My parents, now with two little girls, had to move on because the doctor embraced his misconception of my conception and replied, ta-da, it's a girl. 1983 is when Jada entered this world, and I've got something to say. I'm going to reminisce on my 6th grade year when I got dissed by basketball playing Nathan. Since we hung with the same crew, I thought it was safe then to pursue my crush. But I got crushed by this spiral blonde, curly-haired, pretty fly for a white boy hype. He said I wasn't his type. Since we both played ball, went to the same school, and had the same friends, I figured what wasn't his type was the color of my skin. Is that how we teach our kids to learn their colors? I know I didn't learn that from my father or mother, but I learned it that day, and I've got something to say. When I was a young girl, I wanted to play on the football team, but my father said football wasn't the best athletic decision for me. I had to be an elegant lady and cheer for the guys on the sidelines, more like sexist divide lines, but even some females would discriminate me. Some wanted to hate me because I was a multiracial mutt. What? I just want to fit in. I just want to be your friend is what I would say, because I've got something to say. Now, there have been many moments where I felt like I didn't belong. And I'm curious if you've ever felt like you were sitting on the sidelines, where you felt like an outsider and you didn't belong. Right now in our world, we need love more than ever. People are hurting. We're divided and we're disconnected. So today, I've got something to say. It's time to lead with love, and not just in our personal lives. Love matters in our whole lives. So how many of you think love is the most important thing in your life? Then why do we associate love only with our personal lives? We compartmentalize and think love doesn't have a place in business. I believe it does. As a CEO, co-founder, and author, I believe leading with love means treating your customers like real people, not numbers. Now, how I express love in my personal life is how I run my businesses, because business is personal. And I believe that we need to use all of our time that we spend. Most of our waking hours are spent at work, and I believe that our work is an expression of who we are and what we stand for. And so right now, I want to give you a chance to really think about that. How do we define what love is? I believe love is deep presence, is an unexpected surprise. It's a spark of joy. I believe that warm hug in moments of celebration and heartache, or a delivery of soup from a friend on a sick day. I believe love is you actually picking up the phone to call your friend on their birthday, unless you're a millennial like me, then sending Beyonce in a text message is the most loving thing you can do. Love is a reminder that we're all in this together and that we're not alone. And as humans, we need connection. But we have become so connected to our personal devices that they've become an extension of who we are. And in a world of constant connectivity, personal interaction has been replaced with screens. And oftentimes we think that we're connecting, but we're not. There was a study done by Carnegie Mellon, and they said that when people mindlessly and passively scrolled through content, that their feelings of connection actually decreased and their sense of loneliness increased. So technology and connectivity is rapidly growing, and we live in this world where it's not going to stop. We're in an on-demand lifestyle, and it's made a lot of convenience in our lives, but our lives are full of apps, and connectivity does not equal connection. And what if we didn't feel like we were on the outside? What if your business made someone feel like an insider, where they felt like they truly belong? I believe love is the differentiator in business. And so I'd really like to create a business case for love. So I'd like for you to think about a time when you interacted with a company and they made you feel like you matter. My philosophy in expressing love in business, I like to call the ABCs of love. As humans, we want acknowledgement. We want to feel a sense of belonging, and we crave personal connection. Now, love is not automated, it's not manufactured, it's not transactional. I call that faux care. When we lead with love, we actually put people first. And when we follow the ABCs of love, we make business more personal and human. And that's what builds trust and loyalty. And this is what allows us to help create more sales, more impact, and lifelong customers. Now, in 2012, I co-founded Simple Green Smoothies with my friend Jen Hansard. And we grew our online community to over 1 million followers without any paid advertising, including over 400,000 followers on Instagram. Now, I want to say that we all started at zero, but because we loved up on our people, the incredible growth came from organic word-of-mouth marketing. And so one policy that I created in my company is called No Comment Left Behind. So have you ever gone to someone's social media page, a company social media page, and you just see like all of these comments and questions, and the company doesn't respond to anything at all? It's like, hello? Companies actually don't take the time to respond to their people, and it feels like a ghost town. Now, imagine someone walks into your company and asks you a question, and you ignore them. This is what I see happening online every day. Missed opportunities for personal connection. So I remember this one time, a woman named Joanne posted a comment on our website, and she let us know that she had an upcoming surgery for her breast cancer. And our team was really, really touched by her story, that we actually took the time to record a personal video for Joanne. We just wanted to let her know that we were thinking about her on her surgery day. And because she felt acknowledged, felt a sense of belonging, and felt connected, she spread the word about our company. And that is what happens when you put people first. People will be the first to spread the word. So, what keeps people coming back for more? Love, yes. And what I believe is that when we express love, we actually build a community. So what I've noticed as an online community growth strategist is that people connect more to companies who are built around love. And then a community is built, because I believe community is an expression of our love. And what I've noticed is that companies who choose to make love a part of their company ethos, this is what they use to use the filter to make all their business decisions through. And it's their way of saying that we're a company that cares. And this is how we take care of our people. This is what we stand for, and this is who we are. And some examples of companies that are doing this on a really big scale is Subaru. They actually have a Subaru Love Promise. And then there's Southwest Airlines, who has a heart logo, and they say Customer Appreciation Day is every day. And then Zappos, they're committed to delivering happiness, and I've even heard pizza, because they've empowered their customer reps to love up on their people. So it might surprise you, but people and companies who spend more time on loving up on their customers spend very little money on marketing. And I believe that we can create that space for them to actually do that. So one thing that I've created, how I do my work today, is I am able to consult companies to help them build communities with love. And one way that I do that is through care campaigns. So I'd love to start with 3 of the essential ingredients to actually creating a care campaign in your business. The first step is actually planning surprise and delight moments. So this is how you acknowledge your community. So one night, Mama had a night off from cooking, and so I decided to order Chinese food takeout. And the delivery driver arrives at my door, and it's a sweet older Chinese man, and he hands me my brown paper bag and then a single red rose. And he says, "Happy Mother's Day." I know. See, these are the moments that we can't measure, but that we can feel and remember. And Brené Brown says that trust is built in very small moments. I completely agree. It's the small gestures of humanity that remind us that we're all in this together and that we're loved. So the second part is to create an identity. If you want to build a sense of belonging in your community, you can actually name your tribe. So in Simple Green Smoothies, we encouraged people to live a healthier lifestyle by blending raw fruits and veggies in their smoothies. And we called them rock stars. Now that's R-A-W-K. And we wanted to really make them feel like they were a part of family, not just potential customers. And some other companies that are doing this really well, Taylor Swift, she calls her community of fans Swifties. The Green Bay Packers have cheese heads, and loyal Star Trek fans are known as Trekkies. So the third one is about mobilizing and responding in times of crisis. And this is where you can create even deeper connection. So as you know, Hurricane Harvey caused massive floods and displaced over 30,000 people. And one story that really stood out to me was the owner of a high-end furniture store in Houston, Texas, also known as Mattress Mac. He decided to open up his furniture store and invite people to live on the furniture in a time of need. Now, this wasn't a calculated marketing decision. This was him actually showing up for his community in a time of crisis. And I believe that companies have an advantage because companies who lead with love are the type of companies that people actually care about. So what if your number one value in business was love? I want you to imagine if your customers spread the word about your company organically because you actually make them feel like they matter. Imagine if the people were actually feeling like they were taken care of by your people. Imagine if your number one business growth strategy was love. Now, to lead with love in business means not following the paint-by-numbers path to success. It means making decisions from our hearts. It means choosing transformation over transactions. It means building communities to stand with people, not platforms to stand above people. What would the world look like if companies made people feel like they matter? So the next time that you're setting strategic goals to track revenue, growth, and reach, I invite you to remember the humans and the beating hearts behind those numbers. It's time for us to redefine the way we work, lead, and love. It's time for us to remember that we are all connected. It's time to activate a world that needs love more than ever. This is love over metrics. And I'm counting on you to show up, to serve, and to lead with love, because I've got something to say. Thank you.